All right, so in conclusion, the question was effect of time-restricted eating on weight loss in adults with type 2 diabetes in a randomized trial. What does the data seem to indicate? They believe that the findings suggest that time-restricted eating may be a way, may be an effective alternative strategy to calorie restriction for lowering body weight and A1Cs. Didn't look to me that for the A1Cs, that they showed any difference between A1Cs when you're doing time restricted or whether you're doing calorie restricted. They do seem to indicate that time restricted eating had a greater weight loss. But when you factor in that the time restricted eating also had fewer calories, it really was a combination of time restricted seeming to result in ingestion of fewer calories. So really what they're comparing is two methods maybe to restrict calories. One is here's the amount of calories you have, eat it whenever you want, versus you can only eat during this time window and therefore your calories become naturally restricted. The way to do this, again, is to have the same diets, diet A and diet A. Of course, the diet A for calorie restricted would have to be 25% less, but the meals would essentially be identical except with fewer calories for the calorie restricted one, but the meals would essentially be the same, except for 25% calories less on the calorie restricted. Then we would be comparing how the effect of time restriction. Right now, it looks to me that they're comparing calorie restriction methods, two kinds of calorie restrictions. So I think it's really important to be clear on what's actually being compared here. So let me pull up, I have a couple of notes for myself, make sure. Yes, the study size was small, 75 individuals, 25 per group. That wasn't very good. Also, but I know you have to start somewhere. You don't get the funding to do a million-man study right off the bat. But the small size is limiting of what inferences you can make from the data. Second off, the compliance for those who did the calorie restriction. The calorie restriction was difficult, and so there was a significantly lower complete reporting of that. So maybe they actually had more calories than they were reporting. Not for all of us calorie counters, we know that is, even if you don't intend to, you're making dinner for your family and you take a taste to see, are you putting that down in your book? Probably not, but I bet you that's somewhere between 25 and 100 calories on a taste, depending on what you're tasting. My point being that it's a challenging study. If you're going to really do this study, you need to actually be comparing similar diets where everybody's eating the same thing, just one it has fewer calories.